What's up, creators? It's your boy Mad Mike. On today's episode, we're gonna check out my 1988 Sportster 1200 that I kind of turned into a bit of a club style build. It's got a sissy bar. I don't know what kind of style you want to call it. Anyways, let's go check out my 1988 Sportster 1200 build. There it is, guys. So this is a 1988 Sportster Harley Davidson 1200. I've done quite a bit of work to it since I picked it up. I'll post some pictures of what it looked like when I first got it. It was basically bone stock, owned by a 77-year-old man. Got it for a crazy good price, and I'm kind of turning into the bike that I've always wanted. So it's a little bit sunny outside here, so I'll try to get in the shade and get some better angles of the bike for you. And let's go from the front to the back, and I'll tell you everything I've done to it up to this point. Today we are going to be swapping out this gas tank. That's why I'm making this video. So I want to show you what it looks like with the tank that I got on it now compared to the tank that we're going to be putting onto it. So this is off of, I think, a Street Bob or something like that. It's a fairly large tank for a Sportster, but it suits the bike very, very well. Kind of gives it a bit of that DYNA look as well. You can't tell that it's a Sportster right off the bat, except for reading the side of the tank, because it says Sportster. That's the original paint job that was on the tank when I got it. It's missing the gauge cluster that goes in here, but I just put a nifty little cell phone mount there, and it's actually pretty handy for your GPS and whatnot. But yeah, so we're swapping out this gas tank, so I'll show you what I'm putting onto it. Here in the Mad Lab, we got a bunch of crazy projects. We got one of my brother's cafe racers, the El Camino with a CUDA front end that we're calling the El CUDA. We got a KLX 650 that I'm turning into a KX 650. So motor's been rebuilt, frame's been all custom painted, custom KZ gas tank with some brand new KX 250 plastics off of a dirt bike that I'm gonna be throwing onto it, calling this the KX 650. This is the tank that we're throwing onto the Sportster. So let me see if I can flip it up with one hand here without scratching it. Bam. So it's a Sportster 48 Harley gas tank I got off my buddy, and I've always loved the look of the Sportsters, and especially the Sportster tanks. Whenever I've had, you know, metric bikes, Japanese bikes, Kawasaki's and whatnot, I'd always throw a Sportster tank on it. And it's funny, now that I have a Sportster, I don't have a Sportster tank on it. I really like the look of that, but my girlfriend and everybody else is saying, no dude, throw this tank on, it looks so sick. So we're gonna do that today. If I don't like it, we'll throw the one that's on there back on. But I got everything I need. Brand new gas cap from Drag Specialties. I got from Lowbrow Customs or Lowbrow Customs this adapter plate that converts your EFI to just a regular manual petcock. And that's pretty cool. Didn't come with any mounting hardware, which kind of sucks. So I ran up to Home Depot and got some stainless hardware. So this is the tank that we're going to be throwing on today. Let's go over the bike, do a bike check from front to back. I'll show you what I've done. All right, starting from the front of the bike. Let me see if I can brighten this camera up here. That's a little bit better. All right, so starting from the front of the bike, we got the mag wheels which came on it, which is super cool. I've custom painted the front forks with like this carbon fiber effect, and then added some splatter onto it, which you can see I did a bunch of test runs here on the hood of the CUDA. So that turned out pretty rad. And yeah, then moving up from the fork boots, we've installed some fork boot covers. So these are 39mm forks, so I installed the fork boot covers on there, and makes the front end look just way more beefy. We've also custom painted the whole bike with black fenders, black oil tank, which is in a previous video, and the whole bike was red before. Moving up from there, We got the quarter fairing off of Amazon. This was literally, I think, like 70 bucks or something like that. Super awesome fairing. Everybody's running the Memphis Shades fairings that are a little bit higher, which I don't mind, but this really fits on the Sportster nice. And the alignment of the headlight, everything just works so well. And I think it really gives it a badass look, you know, Sons of Anarchy kind of style. The one pain in the ass thing with these quarter fairings is that a lot of them don't come with these clamps. I tried to make my own out of some stainless pipe clamps. Not fun. I would recommend spending the $100, $200, $300 and get the quick release clamps. These ones here are about 70 bucks from China, but they lined up really well with the brackets, which is great. So don't cheap out on these. Go ahead and spend the money and get the quick release ones, because you can unbolt your whole fairing lickety split. All right, so we got the quarter fairing. Moving back from there, we have this Harley crash bar. So my buddy that sold me the 48 gas tank, he is building a custom 48 Sportster, and he stripped the bike. So I bought this off of him, and it didn't fit on the 88 model, so I had to weld up and make these custom brackets basically to drop it, weld on some studs down here to grab those bolts. But overall, it's genuine Harley crash bar. And yeah, you can kick your feet up on the front here if you're on the highway, and I think it gives it kind of a nice look overall on the front end. Kind of gives the Sportster a bit more of a beefy look. All right, moving back from there. I think these are some aftermarket exhaust pipes, I've been told. It does sound pretty good, and I haven't monkeyed around with the exhaust yet. Motor is stock as far as I know, internally and whatnot. The 88 does come with chain drive, so you don't have belts, you don't have to do the chain drive conversion. I went ahead and put a new 520 gold chain, O-ring chain on there, so I don't have to grease it all up, and that turned out awesome. So we got chain drive, and that comes stock, which is awesome, so you don't have to do the belt to chain conversion. So we got gold chain. Moving up to the hand controls, we have some cheap aftermarket grips from, I think, Amazon, and these came from China. I think these were like 20 bucks. They thread apart. They're not the best. They're a little bit slick, but they're really cool looking, and I like the aluminum ends and whatnot on them. So on the threads on here, these actually spin loose. They're in 3 pieces, so I put Loctite on everything. So we got these cool grips on here, stock levers, but we did upgrade to the Harley style mirrors with a satin black finish. I think those look awesome. A lot of guys are running them down like this. I kind of like having them up high. It gives it a nice look, and you can visually see what's behind you, nice and easy. I do have new turn signals for the front and back, blacked out with chrome lenses that I haven't put on yet. Then we got these handlebars off of Amazon, which are super rad. These were like 60 bucks. Kind of a mid-bend handlebar, drag style. And we got some risers, which are 5.5-inch risers. So that completed it pretty nice. We made a custom mount for our gauges so we could raise our gauges up. And I do have a set of, because these handlebars were actually about 2 inches short on each end, so I got to weld on 1-inch bar to each end because they're so short, because my wires are hitting in here and I can't tuck them up. So I went ahead and I picked up these Bitwell mid-bend bars, and you can hide all your wires underneath there, which is super cool. They are the Bitwell 6008-2015, and we got some Arlen Ness grips on the end there, so those might be going on that or the new bike that I'm picking up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. All right, that's my hand controls. Moving back from there, like I said, we got the kind of Fat Bob tank, or I don't know what tank this is off of, but it looks super cool. We got these flush mount Amazon caps, which I just leave up because they're hard to release when you push them down. Moving down from there, we got a cool little keychain, wild thing, damn right. All right, brand new battery installed. Moving back from there, This was a Mustang seat that the 77-year-old guy I bought it off of customized. So he kind of chopped it and put a bigger rear seat area on the back, which is cool, but I'm gonna refoam the whole seat, shave the back end so it's narrower, kind of looks like a Saddleman seat, and then sew up my own seat cover for it because, man, there's so much stuff I'm doing. I got so much on the go. I build custom cars for a living. This is what I love to do. I love working on bikes because they're a lot easier, but I like doing everything myself, from welding, fabricating, painting, to upholstery. We just picked up this industrial Juki machine, so we got some really cool carbon fiber fabrics and really cool thread colors, pinks and lime greens, that we are gonna be doing our own seat covers for all of our bikes from here on out. So, yeah, the guy did the custom seat. It's pretty comfy, but I'll be adding some foam to it and making it kind of personalized and more comfortable for myself. We got progressive shocks on the rear. I think they're 12.5s, so those are nice. Sorry the bike is super dirty right now, but you know what? It is what it is. Black rear fender. Again, we got some turn signals coming in that I haven't put on yet. Some Monster logos. That always makes your bike look, you know, I don't know. I love the branding of Monster. They're really good at their branding. I've always had Monster logos and stickers on all my shit. This is the piece de la resistance, or however you want to say it. The lady catcher, the custom sissy bar that I made. I just took some rebar and I welded it all up, made some custom mounts there, and gave it a really wild custom paint job. So this back here, I don't know if you can tell or not, let me know if you recognize that, but I welded up a little Harley logo in the rear with some different style twisted bar that I had, and comes to a nice point. You can strap your backpack to it, rest your helmet on it, and it'll catch your girl if you're riding around with her on the back of it. So this is a custom sissy bar that I made, lightning bolt style, and yeah, I think that turned out pretty rad. I dig it. Yeah, and the custom paint job, I love bright colors. As you can see, that KX that's over there, or that KLX that I'm working on, I've always loved the old retro Kawasaki's and the bright colors with the purple seats and the neon graphics and whatnot. So usually my Harleys are gonna have some bright colors on them too. Like you can see here, my girlfriend got me this little keychain thingy, so some people make fun of me. I don't care, I'll rock it, man. I ain't scared of nobody, I ain't worried about anybody's opinion. I'm creative, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I got my little alien angel bell on there, which she got me, which is cool. And yeah, we gave this a rad paint job, super retro, starting from purple with some purple metallic, fading down to neon pink, and then we got the green in the logo for the Harley. Oh, would that horn just shut up already? And that's about it, guys. This was a pretty fun build. I did it in a couple of weeks, and I just went to town on it. It turned out really, really rad, I think. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of it. Front end looks badass. And we got a new bike that we're picking up tomorrow. It's a Harley, and it could be or could not be a DYNA. I don't know. You're gonna have to stay tuned and find out to see what it is. But now that I've given you the little walk around of the whole bike, what do you say we go ahead and fire it up? I'll give you guys a little sound check. I'm not sure how my camera's gonna pick up the sound. Usually the microphone on this thing will just kind of go quiet when I rev something really loud. Let's put the camera down, we'll fire it up, give you guys a little sound check of the Harley Sportster 1200 for 1988. It's a little cold right now, so we'll let it warm up before I punch it. give her a couple of revs. We'll see what it sounds like on camera here. Check it out. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share with your friends. Thanks for watching. Take care. Ciao, ciao. All right, if you guys stuck around to the end, I'm gonna give you a bonus sneak peek at the new tank installation on the 1200. So I got the bike all stripped down. I had to do some pretty heavy modification, nothing too crazy, but to make the Sportster tank fit on the peanut tank, I had to drill and tap the frame for a 5/16 bolt that goes here, because this is a 1988, so the areas that it bolts to is a little bit different. And then up here on the neck, I had to get these, I think they're like almost 4-inch risers that are gonna go right on here with some nice chrome hardware. Got everything else painted black, so that's gonna angle the tank up a bit more, make it look super cool. And we are ready to throw the tank on. We got the black gas cap, we got the EFI to manual petcock conversion on there, and we have our, I throw this out here, satin black petcock, and everything's gonna go on. And I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of what the bike looks like with the new peanut tank. Thanks for sticking around. There you have it. Peanut tank, 48 Harley Davidson gas tank on the 1988 1200. Just waiting for my washers and extra brackets I made up to dry up before I can finally bolt it. So I just got a screwdriver holding the riser area right now. But there you have it. Thanks for sticking around to the end, guys. Give you a little sneak peek of the new tank. I'll be doing a full update on this bike in a bit. We got a lot more stuff to be throwing on it, but there you have it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this gas tank, kind of traditional Sportster, compared to the white DYNA Fat Bob tank that I had on there.